Alright, welcome to my second video. The war against bullying public school continue now. My next topic I want to talk about now. Some of the bully laws had now begun. I know it's about time for some states because the bullies going out of control now and cause kids more now in their own life because of bullying. I know I got one state already began. And Green Bay, Wisconsin, because I already began the bullies fines for the parents, especially the hood mother, especially single who support their kid who go out of control. I know that kind of parents that should lose money like that, but they probably don't care because if that fair to pay, you know. They would have one for that wish, so 2 days jail. But something, premier, no, they probably don't care. But the one side, you probably already see it on my Bully to Death, the War Against Bully Public School Facebook page. You know, the bully fine will be out there. The first time, by the way, it could be a warning. The second time, fine gonna be $366, almost $400. And the third time, it could be almost $700. Well, if parents don't want to get that kind of money, don't want to pay that kind of money, well, tell your child to leave other kids alone. Because the other kids got their own power too. They here trying to go to school, get their education, learn much more they can so they can graduate on time, though. Because school, by the way, will be the place get education. It's not a place for mess around or bully. Because sad part though, by the way, it already had to be a target. Would it be a target, especially needs, because it's easy to pick on the weak. They don't want to pick nobody on their own side. And of course, Saturday, another teenager was commit suicide. I know this is always a problem. This society, because you know. Said 3 days after the school year. Matter of fact, today is yesterday was the last day of school for HISD. I know it's all a problem over the years on last day of school, but because some of the video too is started to probably post them on my video, because if you see group of kids fight on the last day of school with no teacher in sight, it's always a problem. What's going on inside today, because I'm about to go do my research right quick on the history of the violation of what's going on at these schools today. But I'm not going to say all school like that, because the parents is to blame of child behavior, especially the single parents. I know I feel bad for some of those parents can't control their kid. You know, when they teenager bored, and of course that teenager daughter know that it's the savage thug like the boys and around hanging hood rat, you know, at the girls, the juvenile delinquents. Cause I don't know, those kind of kids want to challenge the teacher. They want to fight the teacher. Cause the teacher, you know, it's sad. I mean, thing today, teacher don't want to teach no more because of the wild high-end juvenile delinquents want to cuss the teacher now, show no respect to the teacher or in authority. You today parents cannot discipline their children no more. They cannot do corporal punishment no more to their kids because they go say it's child abuse. Now, parent court teacher, if their teacher do corporal punishment, they gonna get mad. They want to threat the teacher by either sue them or threat to punch them in the face. But either punch them in the face, there gonna be jail time for the parents. What happened to one teacher in New York, New Jersey, more like somewhere on the East Coast, a couple years back. Cause some of the kids think it is so funny. They love the things they do, but they don't know what the consequences. What they ask them. Because I'm gonna look at it, I'm gonna read one story. The incident happened. They called a race riot back in June 2000. Not June. It is June. I apologize. June the 2nd, 1988. Cause it was a ugly riot happened on the last day of school at Shortown High School. Yeah, there's a lot of gang problem on young people, criminal gang. And of course, the worst part happened back in '88, a riot. One massive brawl on Houston Carnival says, let me put that up for a moment. Read what the Carnival say. It happened on the final day of school in 1988. I was 2 years old. Back in '88, there was no cell phone video or no social media back in '88. Because when a violent free-for-all happened at Shortown High School on the last day of school. This is always the problem on the last day of school. High school, they had to come to take a final exam. And so they had to do it on the way to make grade to promote to the next grade. You got to take your final exam. Middle school and elementary school don't have no final exam because they just do whatever they want the last day of school. Back I got the original fight started with 4 teenagers and escalated to about 400 students that walk around and drunk, and of course they were throwing physical. The police helicopter and 16 police units. Oh man, it was out of control at Shortown High School on the last day of school. The trouble began, by the way, at 11 a.m. in Houston, Texas. I don't know what would happen on that day. Cause it gotta be a lot of mobile arrests. Cause it is a problem decided today. Bullying, violence, and finding young children, young teenagers, like that also. Cause another incident happened 2 years later in 1990 at Jones High School. A boy was fatally stabbed to death by a teenager girl, and no teacher was not in the classroom yet when that happened. Yeah, I know, over the years, why this is always happen. Because you see kids think it's a joke, they think it's cool to go to school, mess around, bully other kids who are trying to learn. A damn cell phone video fight Man, do not record cell phone video from your cell phone because because nobody wants to see your fight, because you need to keep that fight to yourself. And of course, if you post on YouTube, you know where somebody sees it, they gonna report it. Oh yeah, it's true, they gonna report it. Because this sensitive bullying and this sensitive violence, it has to stop in those. I know there'll be a lot of things gonna come and on the next school year, what the future holds for the next student who get ready for new 6th grader, get ready to go to high school, plus a new 9th grader going to high school. And then we're gonna have the same problem with guns, violence. But I wish some school districts had border protector, but nowadays we can't have those kind of things because they can't afford, because it excuse me, they want to go too cheap. They don't want to spend the money, because this is always a problem. They don't want to spend the money for have better education for kids because they want to be so cheap. They want to keep money. They don't want to spend money because it ain't like, and some people who do the community, they never do it about the money. You know, they do it, give back with the community. Because that's what probably like with those savage parents of the unruly kids who let them do whatever they want, because they won't make it in life. Because if those savage parents reported, if those teenager girl, a lot of control one, get pregnant too soon, I could have a fair over 30 or 40 minutes. I said, my God, she will have a lot of welfare in the years to come with these children. Oh. Well, this is a part of the society today. And by the way, police report back in September 21st, 1990. It happened during the second month of the school year. Because it's on, the school year's on a few weeks old when a 16-year-old girl failed to stab a 18-year-old to death with a hunt knife. There was no teacher in the room with the because it's always a problem with violence in school. But Jones High School not around no more. But Jones still around, but it's not a high school no more. It's Jones Future Academy. Well, hopefully things gonna cool down. Hopefully, well, I don't know about it. Things can be cool down. If they continue with this, I'm gonna say, my God, we'll be having another year next school year, with another wild juvenile delinquents. You know, you can make that wild hanging hood rat and those young savage thug. Okay, they continue with the type behavior. They're gonna do a type behavior hard time with no future at all. They end up dead on the vines on the street or in jail. I'm coming back on my cold comments on my next video. Just remember, leave your commentator and subscribe. And I'll be back on my cold comments on my next videos.